All right, this is episode 3 of the Ghouls.
Sick Ghouls, episode 3.
Episode 3.
The
We're
first
trying
two
to
episodes, quiet. This one will be loud. The audio,
hopefully,
loud.
yeah. I think it's set good. It's only peaking a little bit.
All right,
It's
give
not
us
too bad.
feedback. Give us feedback. Yeah,
All criticism's good criticism, folks.
yeah, unless it's of my beliefs.
Yes,
right?
true.
God. So how was your week? Well, let's do the week in review. How was the week? Your comedy legends here. We're on the prowl in Philadelphia in the area. We're going out. We're doing things everywhere. We could be like Beavers, introducing everywhere you've ever done. Michael Beavers, we love this. He goes, and you could see this guy around Pennsylvania, Delaware, Maryland, New Jersey, New York, Georgia. Like, he'll list everywhere, like, for everybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was all right, I guess.
Your week?
Yeah.
All right.
Nothing special.
No.
You had a great line today.
A great line?
Where you said it, because at your job you said to somebody, isn't that all life is, a series of underwhelming weekends?
Yeah.
That's really pretty true.
I said that, and then we sat in silence for 10 minutes. She asked, did you do anything fun this weekend? I said, no. No. And you should tell them you're listening to the Sick Ghouls if your coworkers ask that, and they'll say, those sick ghouls, they should be put in a cell. I can't think of the last really fun weekend I had. No.
Now that I think about it.
No.
Was the last time I had a lot of fun.
When we went bowling, that was awesome.
That was really fun, yeah.
Some of our friends came down.
Even then, though, it sucked because I had the worst score out of all of us.
Yeah, it's because you're black.
Yeah.
You know?
I had the worst score. Now, I rolled a 60.
Bowling against whites is like running against canyons. That's why McCain lost.
Yeah.
He ran against the canyon.
What did we do before that, though? We went to the Conshohocken.
Oh, yeah, the pub. We went up top, upstairs. That was nice.
That was fun. That was a fun weekend.
We were here. We were watching Vice Script, Beat Guys in a Cage, our favorite YouTube sensation, and Old White.
Yeah, we watched some old Wilkes-Barre. Like, some guy got caught doing something in Wilkes-Barre that was on the football team. Nick wanted to put on this guy. He's in court. He's from Wilkes-Barre. For something, he was stealing, embezzling money.
Oh. Oh, God. I mean, sometimes you can't trust elected officials.
No, well, hey, who would have thought that?
God bless this man, though. God bless him. He's a great fella. Yeah,
that's a new thing I've gotten into. I haven't done this. I never did this
embezzling?
before. No, not embezzling, but throwing on just YouTube videos and drinking with my friends.
Oh,
I never did that until
that's
I came
king.
here.
That's king.
And that's my favorite thing to do is do that.
Yeah, sports clips, racism, tiki torch stuff. You can get it all with Johnny Damon.
Yeah, I really find a lot of just fighting, just old backyard brawls and fights.
Yeah. Oh, good old fashioned, right?
Yeah, good old
I want to see a
fashioned.
guy get his head burned with charcoal from a grill. I want that to be on YouTube, not flagged.
Like Squidward falling face first to the Krabby Patties.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was fantastic and burned up. I'd love to see. I love how you could go on YouTube and you can watch videos of fucking drone strikes of people getting blown up in foreign countries, and you'll get thrown off if you mispronounce them.
It's ridiculous. I remember the first video I watched. I think it's the first video I ever watched someone die in.
Oh, that's awesome.
Was in sophomore or junior year of high school. Me and my buddy Julian Bells, if he's listening, shout out Julian Bells, great guy. We would watch this video of a guy jumping out of a skyscraper in Philadelphia, and I always heard about people jumping out of buildings, but I never thought about the sound it would make when they would hit the floor.
Oh, it'd be sudden.
It sounded like a bomb went off.
Yeah.
And like me and Julian would watch this, and we'd be in tears laughing so hard at it. And we had people judge us. But the funniest part about that video, you can't find it anywhere on YouTube. I watched it probably 1,000 times in 2016, back when elections were fine. And
oh yeah, that was a good year. Penguins won the Stanley Cup.
Yeah, 2016.
2016 may have been the best year of my life, and personally, it wasn't even that great. but I have to. It's going to get better in hindsight as life starts to fade and things start to go away, and we lose our chances, and the world gets smaller.
But the best part about that video was that when. Obviously, seeing some guy with the jump out of a building is going to draw a crowd.
Yeah,
that draws heat, brother.
Of course,
and
people want to see that.
It was Center City, Philadelphia, so it was all like urban people.
Urban people.
And there was this one black guy.
Wait, what do you mean urban people?
I mean, like,
because
people,
everybody's in the city, they're urban.
Yeah, so urban city people.
Right.
Urban city people.
Oh,
but there was
I thought there was equality.
There wasn't equality to them, but there was. Speaking of urban people, there's a black guy in the crowd. He's the loudest of the crowd. He goes, "No, don't do it, do it!" And you see him jump, and he's falling in the sky, and you're waiting for him to hit. But there's this black guy. He goes, "Oh Lord, Lord, no!" And he poof, and he goes, "Oh shit!" And that was one of the me and Joya would cry laughing at that video, which is not good.
That's
why
if I started a religion, I would have the parachute Muhammad instead of the Prophet Muhammad. Okay, that's it. Because he's saying, "Oh Lord," well, look what his Lord did for him. Nothing. He gave him a life that you have the freedom of choice. You can do whatever you want. God, I'm gonna make your life so that you throw yourself off a building in front of everyone and video cameras, and then 2 people talk about it years later.
I never felt the need to like, if I was to commit suicide, which I never really think about.
Yeah, me neither.
I would never jump off a building.
No, that seems to be the worst way to go.
Yeah, that'd be dumb. Like, I wouldn't do that.
No,
I wouldn't do any of it. I wouldn't.
You got to go gun in the mouth, and you bite down on the barrel so it doesn't kick up. And I heard a story about
leave you like Britney Spears in South Park.
Yeah, well, that happened to a former coworker of mine. God bless him, father of 4. He
I didn't hear this.
Oh yeah, he wanted to check out, and we used to laugh because he had left the store for a while and then was coming back, and we used to laugh and say, like, he's on the phone with the barrel in his lips. Yeah, sure, I'll come back in and work a few shifts. I'll see you on Monday. Oh, God.
That must be the most freeing part, is like when you kill yourself, you don't have to go back to work.
I think that if more people acknowledge that, like, every time you go back to work, it's a choice. You can kill yourself.
Well, yeah, the one book I'm reading, that I've always thought this, like even when I worked.
Uncle Tom's Cabin?
No, this is who was like Tony Robbins. It's a self-help book.
Oh my God, Tony Robbins.
What's wrong with Tony Robbins?
He's I think he's.
Oh well.
There goes that
book.
We love him, folks.
He really is.
I don't know. Probably.
All right, I'm gonna.
Wait a minute. Is he in media? All right, we'll go to the flow. Yes. All right. He went to the flow chart. Jamie, pull that up for us.
I hope he's not. Because that really destroys everything he's saying about bettering your life.
Woo. Yeah, better your life, brother.
I've been on.
Walk the desert, better your life. Part the sea.
I hope he's not. He better. Is he really? He better not be.
Jamie's pulling that up for us. Well, we'll give a shout out to our
I'm gonna censor all the.
Never.
Yeah, I'm seeing this Judaism.
See a lot of witchcraft. I've always been into the occult. I'm Hebrew. WITCHCRAFT. We got to leave that in. That's not even bad.
Yeah, nothing's coming up on Jewish stuff. So.
Good.
Yeah, but I'm trying to get back into. I'm trying to do the self-help stuff.
Well, how's that going? I wanted to shout out Mark quickly because we mentioned Jamie, that comedy icon Jamie, who works his fingers on the Joe Rogan laptop in Austin, Texas. Our friend, famed comedian and Kirkland signature model, Mark Wellborn, went to Austin, Texas.
He's moved.
He's been on with Kill Tony before. He went to Kill Tony. He didn't get on, but he went, and he'll go again, you bastards. And he might Tony right in the head, and the world would be better for it. We're leaving that in too. Tony Hinge. I only found out about him from. I never watched comedy, for the listeners. I just.
Well, you're good. That's.
I see too much comedy. What?
I think I had the exact same book.
Oh my God! I thought there was a bug. He just pointed.
No. I think.
What book?
Relentless? I don't think it's Julian Edelman, though.
Yeah, it is. It's Julian Edelman.
Well, mine's not Julian Edelman.
Oh yeah,
whatever.
I fucking love Julian.
But yeah,
Edelman.
Mark.
It's Mike Steve's book.
What about Tony Hinchcliffe?
Oh, he sucks.
Yeah, he's horrible.
I wouldn't go on that show if he asked me to fucking be on it.
I would go on it, but I wouldn't take his roasts.
No, I've never. I just can't. That guy. He should be. You look at a guy like that. I would just like to hold him in muddy water in the swamp until he was and leave his body for an alligator.
Yeah, he's afforded.
Nice guy. Wait, does he like Trump?
He does.
All right, yeah, I like him.
I like him too.
I'm going on the show.
He's a 4 out of 10 wrestler.
I take back everything I said about Tony.
Yeah, well, he's only. Yeah, I don't know. That show format's so stupid. It's like
let's laugh at everybody. Let's bring on people, give them 1 minute. and laugh at him.
Yeah, how could
now
you
go away.
How could you give a comic 1 minute?
Yeah, we'll let somebody come in the fucking apartment. We'll give them a minute and then spend 20 minutes shitting on their whole life, calling them fucking every name there is.
And I don't know. It's so stupid.
I think it's wrong to make fun of people for things they can change. You should make fun of people for things that are permanent, and that's it. A bad comedy act could be fixed. The wrong race, you're stuck with that for life, and that's what you should make fun of.
That was said by Otis Timlin, folks.
And it's
that was
believed
said by him.
to the bone. I take that to the heart. Serious.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I think it's a dumb format, and it's also like stupid about. It's dumb because, first, again, what you said's true, and also it's a monetized podcast, so they make money off the podcast. They're not giving, and the whole shtick is the people they make fun of who they don't pay. So,
well then. You're gonna hate the interracial jokesters, buddy, because they don't give anybody anything. That camera show, you know them. There's Joe, there's Queer, there's Murr.
There's Joe.
I'm sorry.
There's Joe. There's Queer. There's
Brian Quinn.
And
there's Sal.
And Sal's the Queer.
Murr's got some limp wrist tendencies, brother. I'm telling you.
What?
You don't think Murr sat on a man's lap before?
Murr
and Sal are probably each other in the ass right now.
Murr is not. I think
Murr is gay as hell.
Q's not queer.
Murr is gay as a 10th booster shot, buddy.
I think Joe. Obviously, Joe, Q are not. I'm shocked. Sal actually is not.
He probably is too. He's curious.
Oh, definitely.
I don't judge. Just be who you are, Sal. But he's Puerto Rican, so don't do that. But other than that,
and then I could. Yeah, of all four of them, Murr and Sal could see to be the most sugary.
Yeah, now I'm saying this only hypothetically. I'm not actually accusing them of anything. But if you had to pick which of the four of them have had non-consensual sex, either giving or receiving, who would you pick? Murr, Q. Q is the aggressor.
Murr, how many are there?
4.
I think Murr, Q, Sal, and Joe have all had non-consensual sex.
Yeah, I would say Joe's Italian, so
of course.
His uncle. You know, back in Rome, they used to do. I think I said that on the first episode, or maybe I didn't.
I don't think you did.
Maybe it was just in one of my delusions. In Rome or Sparta, yeah, the Italians. That's in their blood. They've been doing that for years, dude. They have a history of shenanigans I don't like.
Shenanigans?
I mean, you had to look at remember that scene when Robert De Niro and Joe Pesci swallowed each other's cocks in Goodfellas? And they said, "Look at us, we're Italian. We do this for Mussolini and Columbus." And they licked each other.
I haven't seen that.
And that's as far into phallic humor as Otis Timlin goes.
I can't. I don't mind Italians. I hate the American Italians the most. They're the worst. Yeah. Even though I am American Italian.
What you're telling me that you don't think that
what's insane is that
purebreds are always better than purebred or than non-purebreds. These Italian Americans are mutts.
American Italians are the worst race of people.
Yes,
I think they're a strong case
Chinese.
for that. No, and I don't mind Chinese.
I mean, listen, hey, I wear a mask. I like them.
I think American Italians are the worst because they're stupid.
Yeah, they're stupid.
They're stupid, but they act like it's like, no, it's because I'm Italian. Like,
no, you're just
like
stupid.
They make
or a
their
woman.
own words for stuff they can't pronounce. Like they call gabagool. They call gabagool, but gabagool, its real name is it's Capicola.
Oh, it's like they're John.
It is their
that's
John.
Just something stupid.
It's just stupid.
John, gabagool, they matter. It's just something people say to fill the time.
It's horrible. It's like, well, I was like, was it Capicola? He goes, no, it's gabagool. It's like, that's not even a word.
How about we have some I shoot you in the for talking like that.
One thing that drives me up a wall is that my grandmom calls tomato sauce. She calls it gravy. That drives me up a wall.
What a
yeah.
I'm sorry.
It drives me insane.
I think I've long been on the hill that I think pig should not be a weight-based insult. We have cow. We could just say cow. Pig should be for slobs.
Yeah, but a cow is more, prestigious than the pig, I think.
The pigs get all the money in Orwell's world.
Do you think
in
so?
In an animal farm, the pigs
Yeah, but cows are more healthy. Pork isn't really that healthy.
Yeah, well,
Indians worship cows.
Oh man, give it up for Lakshmi Narayan. He's still in India. We bring it up for him.
Say that, but
he's my babu.
Yep, we love Lakshmi, folks.
You're a very bad man, Lukey Kincaid. Very bad man.
I can't stand the North. It's always the Jersey Americanized Italians that ruin the name for.
Yep, I go into Jersey like once every 2 weeks once every 2 weeks for an open mic. I spend my 3 hours there, 6 hours a month, and that's it. That's too much.
Do you ever?
And then I come back $10 poor if I take 2 trips.
Yeah, I don't understand. My grandmom, she always tries to do this. Like, anytime we get pizza, she always wants to get a Sicilian slice of pizza. You
Yeah,
ever hear that?
Oh, I love Sicilian.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
it's
hate
great.
it.
Well,
That's just I hate it. It's
you
just,
got to separate it from the people, like when I eat Popeyes.
a lot of Sicilians work at Popeyes.
Well, no, I mean the poor. I
Okay,
don't. I don't like the poor. So, like, when I eat that, because they give me a bad name.
They do. They give us.
Yeah, they give us terrible names.
Yeah.
The poor. Like, why don't you? You could be poor, but act with some fucking decency, so people don't think I'm some kind of fucking delinquent.
Oh, it's horrible. You see up or down the streets in this place of Norristown, the gas station, they have the Pennsylvania lottery machines.
Yeah, you
That's
can always.
pathetic.
The winners go there early, and so they don't have to, they don't have to do it the rest of the day.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. If I'm not on the gambling machine at the pizza shop by 11:30, I feel like a loser.
Yeah, nothing made me feel more depressed than when I was out at the famous Andy's Diner, folks.
Oh, we love this place, folks.
Andy's Diner in Plymouth Meeting, and with
Kowalski likes it there.
with
Vince
my
Kowalski,
father.
he's
Yeah,
a fan.
yes.
Haven't you people heard of Outside?
Great breakfast salmon, and what's that?
Breakfast salmon. Haven't you people heard of Outside?
And my dad started playing the slots, but Andy's Diner. I go, Dad, you make good money. What the hell are you doing? You're successful. You have three.
He's trying to connect with his black son.
You have 4 kids, 2 of which are of your blood, and you can. What are you doing, making like he makes great money? He's playing these machines. I'm like, Jesus, Dad, what are you doing?
That's because there's nothing to life. There's nothing to it. You might as well, if you're like, there's no difference between that and sitting and watching football. You're just staring at things.
Yeah, there is a lot more difference between that and watching football. You don't waste your money.
Well, no,
Look at
I
the link.
do if I'm gambling.
Yeah, but there's if you're gambling, yeah, that's a good point.
Oh, as if you didn't have parlays going yesterday.
Well, I'll do a nice little
You
8.
fiend.
I'll do 76-cent 42 game parlay.
Oh my God! I've been able to limit. I can't believe that I've been able to cut myself off of gambling. A few years ago, I had a bad loss in the playoffs. Lamar and the Titans when they were the 1 seed. The Ravens blew it to the Titans.
How much did you bet on that?
I don't remember, but I mean, to me, $20. It was more than $20, but to me, that could ruin my week.
You bet like a $30 like bet on the money line.
I bet the Ravens to win. I think the line was big, but I think I just put it down to like 4, and had them combined with something else.
Oh, okay.
To be like even money, and they just went and got their fucking asses kicked.
Most I ever
Derrick
won.
Henry, that big bull.
Most I ever won in a parlay was like $250.
You won $1,000 in your dad's fantasy.
My dad's fantasy, yeah, went straight to my student loans, but
Them,
yeah.
that's what we call the student loans. They just hang over ominously. It's football. I'll tell you what. This season sucks. This season.
Oh, this season blows.
We were supposed
blows.
to have Aaron Rodgers and Mahomes play 3rd time in a row that they were supposed to play, and it didn't happen. First time Mahomes got hurt. Then the second time, Aaron tested positive for COVID and he couldn't play the game. and then this time, that drug addict Aaron Rodgers tears his foot in half.
Oh, it's horrible.
He was sitting. My voice.
All of
I'm
our friends'
effeminate.
teams lost this week.
Yeah, I'm a big Packers fan.
Packers
Luke
lost.
migrates, but he likes the
I like
commies.
the commies. My friend Mike Steve.
Mike Steve. We love Mike Steve.
Patriots
Brioche
got
bun.
blown out, and then our friend Rick, the Bears, lost.
Yeah.
That was a terrible
Only
loss.
happens to Rick. Only happens to him.
Oh, only Rick.
Only his teams. He's one of those guys. Only his teams lose big games. Only his teams lose heartbreakers. It's like, do you understand, Rick? Some people have cancer.
Yeah,
okay?
right. Yeah, right.
Some people have cancer, but the Bears are not too far off from cancer.
No, they're pretty bad.
They're pretty bad.
Some might say worse.
Yeah. Yeah, it's I'll tell you what, I find the Bears putrid.
They're horrible.
Yeah.
They're horrible.
Justin Fields, the Ohio State quarterbacks never work out.
The great thing about me being a Wentz guy is him in the league, I don't feel horrible after a loss anymore.
He should be in. It's a shame that he's not in the league.
It's ridiculous how he's not in the league because the quarterback plays.
He's probably,
horrible.
like we said, the 28th, 29th best quarterback.
Oh yeah, but the Commanders lost a close game to the Eagles. Eagles
Talk about watching the Eagles game with people who are passive fans when you get to the 4th quarter.
I'll tell you the worst experience I had when I watched the Eagles beat the Giants in the playoffs last year, with all not even just Delco Eagles fans. If I had a gun, I'd be in the sky by now.
I was at a gig that day. I had to be with fucking Ryan Kay, Dunbar, maniacal Eagles fans, and the scum of the earth.
Oh, horrible! That's horrible. It's the worst, and it's like Eagles fans don't realize they can also get every single call their way.
All right, come on now.
Well, no, but they're own.
Wait a minute.
Oh my God! Come on, we gotta get these guys down. They're doing it every call. If Jalen Hurts doesn't get this, we're putting Christ to death. We're gonna put Bernie Kosar on the quarterback.
Oh my goodness. No, we love these guys, folks. I've always been a fan of Judy.
I'm playing Madden 13 right now. I'm the quarterback for the Browns.
Fitting.
Horrible. It's
Yeah.
horrible.
Yeah.
The offensive line does not block.
No, maybe that's why they won like 20 games in the first 20 years
Yeah,
of the
exactly.
century.
Yeah. The worst part is when you throw a pig or something, the commentators always talk shit to you.
Yeah. And it's like, John Madden, you're f***ing dead.
Yeah, you're dead, John.
Who was doing the commentary on that?
Brandon Gotten and no, it wasn't. It was probably Phil Sims and somebody else.
Phil Sims? Oh, I remember when he did that. Jim
Yeah.
Nance and Phil Sims.
Jim Nance and Phil Sims. That's
Nance
who it
is a
was.
god. Phil Sims, he got cucked by Tony Romo, and now he just sits there waiting to die like Boomer Esiason.
Yeah, people make fun of Phil Sims because when he talks about quarterbacks, they should have that clip of Gruden telling him to play. Is that
Yeah.
Phil Sims?
What?
No, Chris Sims.
Chris Sims,
Chris
his
Sims.
son.
His son, Chris Sims. They always talk because Gruden goes up and goes, I'm going to tell you a play. We're going to do jet left shrimp, 14-5-4, X double Y, quarterback ZY to the left, receipt X to ID. And that's the entire play. And it's like, how could you expect a quarterback to like
QAnon would say there's a message in there somewhere.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's probably the password of like everybody on my floor's work. That's every password of the 42 computers there. That's every password combined. Is that play call? That's every it's
my
ridiculous.
password at work. I'm not going to say it on the air, but you can bet your ass that Tucker Carlson's name's in it.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to change mine every couple months. It's annoying.
Well, there's a lot of people to name it after. Tucker, DeSantis, Ramaswamy.
Ramaswamy, folks.
Nikki
We love-
Haley. I don't respect women, but I do like that she's racist against Ramaswamy.
Is she really?
Better be racist.
I don't listen to any debates. None of them.
I didn't. It's no fun with Trump not in it because none of these guys can win. If the people are, these Republicans are some of the. This is like, man, the Toy Story gang. I'm expecting like Bo Peep and Mr. Potato Head to come out because they all a bunch of bozos.
Who's leading in the primaries?
DeSantis, he's behind Trump.
Behind Trump by a lot. But
Yeah, Trump's got over 50%, and then I believe Nikki Haley is behind DeSantis for a minute because it's always, Taylor Swift's popular. She's in the news, so you like to pretend you care about women.
Why would anybody run when Trump? I don't understand that at all.
No, to get the vice presidency, maybe. I think he should pick DeSantis.
I think he should too, but I think DeSantis is too.
I love DeSantis. I want him to be president, but I think he's got to fucking hold back. He's got to wait till 2028 because if Trump comes out and starts like shitting on him, that's why he's been hesitant to make. He's kind of being a pussy. DeSantis. He's got he got his dick half hard, bro.
Who did he face for the Florida election in 2020? Was it
I don't
Beto O'Rourke? Was that who?
No,
he
he's
faced?
in Texas. He's in
That's
Beto
right,
O'Rourke.
that's
He
right,
loses in Texas every year.
Every year, he's
Yeah,
horrible.
well, I almost beat Ted Cruz. All right, well, good job. You almost beat him. Now you lost. Now I ran for president and got 2% of the vote. Wow, you're a fake candidate. You're a fake Hispanic.
I can't stand him. He's such a fucking
Hell yeah,
putz.
we're gonna take away your guns.
I hate him. I hate the most besides like Hillary. Bernie Sanders I can't stand. He is such a little pushover. I can't stand him.
Yeah, I would like to give him a noogie.
He's like he tries to put on this front that he's for the people, and it's like he endorses Hillary Clinton and Joe Biden. It's like, well,
Yeah,
Bernie.
well, they didn't like. He's when everybody falls in line when the power like the one
That's a good
political
point.
all these people who shit on Trump, like the Republicans that do it, they're all going to be Chris Christie. That pig is going to be remember that's not size based. He's a cow pig. He's going to be licking Trump's ass on the campaign trail, but just so he can be director of Quiznos or something.
yeah.
And he's just he's so
He's
full of it,
insanely
dude.
fat, Christie. He's really insanely fat.
Yeah, I think he really doesn't have a shot to win anything anywhere ever again.
He's no longer. Yeah, he's not.
No one cares about. He's like Sarah Palin. No one cares about him.
He's not the Jersey governor anymore. That's a
No.
good point. Yeah.
Well,
I just can never get into the. Why would anyway? I digress.
well, thank goodness for that. I was thinking about the elections coming up next year, and it's just I like the volatility, but other than that, I hate seeing the signs that people leave in the yard months after. Lou Barletta, that scumbag, when he was running, Dr. Oz smoked his fucking ass in the primary. It wasn't close, and he beat that fucking lame ass McCormick too. I got to stop swearing so we could leave that in. McCormick's a scum. Dr. Oz whooped him, and then Lou Barletta, who probably has Hispanic people tied up in the back of a U-Haul right now. He loses every election, too. He ran for the Senate, and he lost. He ran for governor, and he lost. He's a loser.
When I used to walk to
loser
work,
with a U.
When I used to go work at the nursing home in high school, I'd walk to work, and there was always a mailbox with a Ron Paul sticker.
Oh, I like Ron Paul.
I saw that.
I love Ron Paul.
Ron Paul.
I like Lena Paul, too.
Ron Paul, 2008.
Yeah.
I would walk past that. I started that job in 2015.
Awesome.
I left that job in 2019. I stole that the entire way.
That's fantastic. When I was in college in the Northeast PA area, it was like 2015, 16. 16 great year, as we've mentioned. I would see some McCain stuff in yards and on the sidewalks, McCain.
My grandma was a big McCain fan.
This one guy had his bush like McCain. It was slumped on the bottom right side. And you know why? Because it was Vietnamese people poking. That's what happened.
Yeah, like my grandma would try. She probably is the reason. She ingrained the Republican stuff into me. She tried with my sister.
Bless her.
There's my sister. She went to this daycare in Norristown, and it was like because a lot of them was a majority black kids, and went to the daycare. So they had the people brought together an election. It's an election thing.
An election
for Obama. Who's going to vote for Obama and who wants Obama to win and who wants McCain to win? And McCain, every black kid was on the side of Obama for Obama. And on McCain, it was my sister and two other white people. And it was, why would you do that?
That's hilarious.
Why would you
do my
do
God.
that?
I'm happy Obama won because there would be 6 more 9/11s if John McCain was in office.
Oh, my God.
That guy loves war.
Yeah.
He just adores war, and now he's in the I love what Trump did at the funeral, but threatening to go, and he sent Ivanka.
What happened?
They didn't want him to go to John McCain's funeral when he died because McCain didn't like him. So he sent Ivanka to the funeral. I love that. I love when Trump's son, Jeb Bush, when he said your brother knew there were no weapons of mass destruction.
Oh my God!
They pulled supposedly. Yeah, we pulled Bin Laden out of a hole that looked like a crawl space under a porch. We couldn't find the nukes anywhere. Maybe that's because these people live in a sand desert hellhole. They aren't making nukes.
What do they do with his body? Just threw him in the ocean.
He's with Damar Hamlin in the Pentagon, the place that Hani Hanjour didn't crash into.
What is? Everybody's talking about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. What about Princess Diana and clone Damar Hamlin? What about those two? I love that couple.
Well, I don't like interracial, but they're having some hot sex in a bunker right now. I'll tell you that. With whatever lizard creature George H.W. Bush turned into when his previous human shell fizzled out.
He's holding the baseball up with the Astros.
Yeah. Oh, I loved that. I hate George H.W. Bush so much. I hate him, and Reagan I hate too. Imagine being a Hollywood actor and sending your wife around to blow guys on the lot to get movie. Oh, that's every actor. But he did do that. I like Betty Ford. She's a drug addict.
Why is that?
She was a drug addict.
Yeah, I don't think there was any president.
She was a mess.
I like Trump. And after that,
I don't even like Trump. I don't care about him.
No.
I like Don Jr.
Don Jr.'s fine.
I like Hunter Biden.
Those two should run.
Oh, I'd vote for Hunter Biden. I mean, I'm not going to vote. I'll probably never vote again. I voted once. Wrote in.
There's no point to vote around here. It's always when you
Pennsylvania. There's a point to vote for.
No, not in Norristown.
Why not?
Because everybody, it's always Democrat in Norristown. Your county, you'll be Democrat.
Well, I guess voting's pointless. You're right.
It really is.
I've always thought it was pointless.
It was pointless, definitely pointless 3 years ago.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's like you're playing bingo and all the things are filled off already and you're just going along.
Exactly.
Or it's not really like that at all. It's like a stolen election. But I
was just so happy Trump won in 2016 because I was just like
I was happier when he won in 20.
What's that?
I was happier when Trump won in 20 when I went to bed.
I was very happy.
Then the mail-in votes.
Yeah.
Oh, the mail-in votes are here and Santa ate his cookies. And then we had to have that post.
Make sure you leave out your milk and cookies for Santa. And make sure you put an empty ballot there too.
Yeah,
Oh, here's a good question. Here's a good poll we can do. Give me the holiday people and who do they vote for as president? Actually, we already did voting for president. Never mind.
All right, which one of the reindeer do you think is non-binary? I say Dancer.
Prancer.
Prancer.
Yeah, Prancer.
Prancer. Hey, everybody. Are you guys ready for the West Side Story production we're going to do?
Prancer, what's going on with you? How come your red nose is now blue?
That was Rudolph.
Oh, Rudolph.
But I took the vaccine. Now I'm gay. Oh, they call it the J in gay. I'm a homosexual.
Hello.
God, could you imagine that if those reindeers fucked each other in the ass? Rainbow deer.
They probably did.
Yeah, I bet. Santa probably took a go at him too.
Santa? I don't think
Yeah.
Santa did.
What about they, them, Claus? His partner.
They, them, claws.
Yeah, and the elves, each one of them's a new gender. I'd like Snow White and the Seven Dwarves, but they're all a different gender.
Oh, yeah, that's a good, yeah.
This is dopey. This is lazy. This is undermining the fabric of our society.
This is gender dysphoria.
I love that show.
I never watched that. I refused to watch
No.
it. I watched Shameless. I kind of regret that I watched Shameless because it's so trashy.
Yeah, well, I
It's
love
so
it.
pathetic.
Yeah, I mean, I hate that I relate so much to, like, there are things I'd see on that show and it would really bother me. Like, oh my God, I'm like these scumbags.
Yeah, when I watched,
I'm a Gallagher.
I don't think you're a Gallagher at all.
Thank God. Emmy
Lip
Rossum's
Gallagher
good
always pissed me off.
Lip, yeah.
I hated him.
Well, who would have thought that guy'd be pretentious when he went by Lip?
Oh, he was so annoying. He had this. Remember when there was a show and he on what was it on HBO and he just loved being ghetto so much. He took pride in being a piece of trash.
Yeah.
He dropped out of college to go work at a bar. What a freaking loser.
Yeah, but at least he's not the gay or black kid.
Oh, isn't the black kid smart, Liam?
Yeah, well, the black kid, when Fiona, the main protagonist,
Leaves
of the
out
show,
cocaine.
Yeah, and the kid, obviously the black kid gets it, and they arrest her, and she's surprised. She's the victim going through this turmoil because she left it out, and obviously it couldn't be Carl, who was brain dead already.
Yeah.
You had to have Liam do it. You had to poison the black guy's mind. And then there's the episode, remember where he takes back his culture, where he learns about Malcolm X and everything, Liam?
No, I didn't watch that.
Oh, it's in a later episode. He starts hanging around with black kids and starts talking, and they're all looking at him like, hey, Liam. And then they send V to talk to him. And it's like, God forbid, this guy starts to think for himself and doesn't do your fucking, doesn't, why wouldn't he follow your example? You're only scumbags.
And they were anti-Trump the last season, right?
Oh, of course. I mean, Frank's a drug addict. Why would he like drugs?
Exactly.
He's a racist drug addict in poverty and he's a sexual deviant and a sexual abuser. I don't think he got caught.
I regret watching that show. I'm trying to think of other shows I regret watching.
Yeah, every show's a waste of time. I stopped watching Breaking Bad. It was bumming me out.
What season were you on?
2.
You stopped watching it?
I don't want to see a bunch of drug addicts. I could go outside.
That's a good point.
We live in Montgomery County. If I wanted to see a bunch of bald drug addicts or 40-year-old high school kids, I could just walk outside and say, how do you do, druggies? How are you? Look at that. What do you got there? Crystal? Aaron Paul? I'd rather look at RuPaul than Aaron Paul.
RuPaul should be the next. That should be the spinoff series.
Oh, RuPaul, yeah.
Cutting cock. Jesse, I'm a woman now, Jesse.
Come on!
Yo, Mrs. White, what are you doing? You gotta take your estrogen, Mrs. White.
Oh my God. Walt Jr.'s polyamorous.
Dad, my brother can do a great Walt Jr.
Oh yeah.
He can do he can be the next. He might be the next guest.
Oh, Jake the Commodore?
Yeah.
Oh, we'd love to have Jake on. I've been thinking about potential guests. It's gotta be a good person. I'd love
Jake would be a great guest.
Who else do we want to have in the scene? We talked about how we only want Campbell Gibson.
Let's talk about. I think it's
well, maybe there are more guests. All right, no, go on.
We can have more guests.
Trump,
we can talk.
David Duke, go on.
But yeah, I was thinking. I've been at this job for a year. I want to talk about my current job. I've been here for a full year.
Wow.
Full year. It's the first time I did that since my nursing home job.
This is the prison release?
This is the no.
Oh, all right. No.
But I want to hear some good job stories. Some good old-fashioned job stories.
Oh yeah. Well, once I used to work at this roller skating rink, and my manager Marty said, "Hey, there's this weird guy out back. We got to take care of him." So we went and we hit him with a rock, and we Marty Jannetty.
He
is
was
his
a
name.
rocker,
Yeah.
folks.
Yeah, he was a rocker. He's a that was an obscure professional wrestler from the '80s. He used to work at a supermarket. Loved the place. There was a guy who worked there. He went up to this kid. He was wearing one of those little the Muslim yarmulkes.
Yeah.
And he went up to him and he goes, "Why are you wearing that hat?" He goes, "Well, it's religious. Don't you believe in a higher power?" And he goes, "No, none of that's real." They just talked. He just said this to him. Then there was silence.
That's so
And then the
funny.
guy said to him, "You need therapy."
Well, but that's hilarious.
I respect Islam for all the mistreatment of women, truthfully. They wear the wah.
It's Trump called it. Wah. I'm ready, darling. Wah.
And I saw her eating during Ramadan.
It's called Muslim, not Musler. So wear the scarf.
And I think some of these ladies should be showing themselves off. Priya, look at her. This woman, you're seeing full cheek, folks. You're seeing it right down to the jawline.
When Trump was running, there was only 4 people in the entire building at the nursing home that I worked at that liked Trump, and it was me,
Veterans, I'm sure.
the 2 maintenance guys,
Working class.
and then the one receptionist like Trump. And only one we were like, let's go. We had to be secretive, though. We had to be secretive.
Of course.
Yeah,
We live in Nazi Germany.
I know.
Couldn't you imagine supporting the president?
I was so happy. I was like, we were so happy. That was a great job.
Trump's a lizard
But
just like the
I
rest.
feel like it's tough for like a 16-year-old kid to be working with adults because
Yeah.
like
Well, because you're going to be exposed to the harsh realities of the world. It's that if you're not born into money, you're screwed.
Yeah.
Or if you're not a hot chick.
right. But I was like talking to like one of the cooks, and I messed something up, and he goes, "Man, you're just a fucking loser. You're just a fucking
And
loser.
look at us now.
When are you going to learn about stuff?" And I was like, I was 16.
Yeah.
He was 40.
Hopefully,
He was 40 years old, being a cook at a nursing home.
hopefully he's dead.
No, he's still there.
Oh.
He's nice to me now that I don't talk to him anymore. But
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
He'll probably ask you for a ride.
oh yeah, probably.
I was talking about, do you listen to any other podcasts in the scene? I only listen to the weekday comics.
I listen to other podcasts in the scene, but I don't like the podcast I listen to in the scene.
Oh, no, you don't think that the Philadelphia podcast scene is thriving with people with something to say?
No.
All right, this is here. We'll act out a little scenario here. We're going to be Philly podcasters. Pretend we just plugged our 79 bar shows. 10 people in attendance. I'm doing 15 minutes. That's going to be shortened to 7 once my new jokes bomb and I go right into the type 5. But all right, this is me. Okay, this is me as a Philly podcast host trying to get you to become a Jehovah's Witness. All right. Yo, dude, so I was looking at fucking Jehovah, right? I'm going door to door. Like, dude, fucking open your eyes and witness this shit. Like what do you do? Like, open your eyes and witness Jehovah. He's like, why? Yo, Jehovah and Devontae Smith. That's one hell of a side. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Fletcher Cox, dude. Jason Kelsey, you're gonna tell me he's not a hoss?
He's got a big hawks, dude.
Some of these people are pathetic. Dear God.
I know.
40-year-old men talking about, oh, yeah, her vagina looked like roast beef. Wow, what insight.
I haven't heard that before.
You look
folks.
like a moron. 40-year-old men, or they'll be just. What
40 years of age.
What are you guys doing with your lives? How do you have kids? And you go on, the most you have to say is, yeah, vagina, fucking vagina look like fucking roast beef. I like when they add the R into vagina. Ver.
If I ever had a kid, I'd just quit comedy.
If I ever had a kid, I'd throw myself off a cliff.
You don't want kids.
No, I'd be a terrible father.
I want to have kids.
I know. Well, I'm sure you'll raise a few that aren't yours.
I hope so. It's been a tradition.
Yo, you the type that would end up raising 3 fucking Irish boys or something that ain't even yours.
It's a tradition in my family to do that. So.
Yeah, yo, that's like that Hank Williams song, Family Tradition.
Oh yeah, true.
Hank Williams Jr.
All my exes
Luke,
even-
why do you adopt? And why do you collect welfare? No, we love them, folks. I was voted most likely to require government financial assistance in high school.
in high school.
Was
Wow.
my superlative. Yeah.
Wow, I got voted most tan.
Most tan, yeah. I also got voted least Puerto Rican. So and I have that. That's,
so you're a valedictorian.
yeah. That meant more than a degree. I told a joke last night at Fergie's. Great, Mike. We love this room. It's a very intimate room. It can be a little woke. Some people say. I like it. They let me say whatever I want there because they know I say it in good fun. But I told a joke yesterday where I said, some guy said to me once, "I would have thought you were Hispanic," and I say, "You would have? Why?" Like what do I do that's so Hispanic? You can always spot them, can't you?
One time a black guy came up to me at it.
Well, hold on, brother. I'm trying. Hey,
I know you're French. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to finish. I'm trying to Jimenez.
Finish.
Yes. I said, "Why do you think I'm Hispanic?" This is because I live with 9 other people in a 2-bedroom, and silence. But I was proud of it. Go on.
I had a guy at a show call me. He goes, "Excuse me, man. I just want to ask you right quick. Are you Indian?" And I said, "No." And he goes, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. My fault, bro. I ain't mean nothing by that, bro. I'm sorry. I didn't mean
You should have showed him your Pfizer non-Indian card.
People always, I was told I looked somewhat Indian. I looked really Indian as a little child.
Did they mean Native American Indians? Because maybe you just got your head chopped off and they thought you were scalped.
No. I was,
Yeah, people said I looked like a Native American because I was always high and I was eating the arm of someone in a neighboring town.
yeah. Well,
That's all they do is smoke. They go in these teepees. They'd see the gods. They'd be having psychological experiences. That's no less shitty than, like, that's pointless, just like this. It's as pointless as this show. Raining Man and smoking crack in a teepee recording a podcast with words that don't exist anymore. Thank goodness for smallpox.
Yeah, we were having this thing about, we were having a discussion in my theology class in 8th grade. Or no, senior year of high school. And one guy referred to Native Americans as savages.
Yeah.
And teacher's like, "You can't say that. That's racist." And it's like,
we killed them all.
They would eat
More
each
racist
other.
than murdering?
They would eat each other.
I mean, I do that. Joe G eats, man.
Well, he's going to hell for it. That's
Yeah,
why.
Joe G. We love this guy, Joe G.
We love Joe G, folks.
Future guest on the show. We won't be able to let him in the home, but we'll have to. We'll go on the run or something. I guess we'll go to whatever
We still got to do
AIDS treatment clinic he's in.
Right. Well, we can get a live broadcast of him getting AIDS tested. We can do that for the show.
Well, maybe we could get a live broadcast of him getting the death penalty when the sodomy laws come back.
Did you ever see that video of some lady from BBC interviewing a guy from Uganda?
No, I didn't watch that
A
one.
politician in Uganda.
No, I missed that.
And she was saying, so what do you want the people of America or the Western land of the world to learn about Uganda? He goes, "If you don't agree with our beliefs, that's okay. Just let us have our beliefs." And then she goes, "You personally, do you think homosexuality should be punishable?" And he goes, "Oh no," she goes, personally, do you hate homosexuals?" And she goes, "Personally, do you hate homosexuals?" And he goes, "Of course, they're disgusting."
Well, I know plenty of gays who hate Ugandans, so it works out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you what, I'm
Joe
not
G.
too fond of either. But, no, I love him.
I just liked how quick it was. He goes, "Of course, they're disgusting."
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, can we talk about how, like, black people hate, like, Africans more than they hate light skins?
Africans hate blacks more than anything.
Oh, yeah.
Africans cannot stand black people.
Yeah. And where do the Jamaicans are like Dr. Pepper? They don't go either way. It's like the South Park. It's not
Bomboclat.
It's not a root beer and it's not a cola. Okay. Big things.
Big things.
Skid up. Skiddy pop pop.
There's a great Jamaican place down the street. If you ever
Taste
go.
the Islands.
Taste of the Islands.
Yeah, it should be called Watch Out for Ice.
That's
because
Kofi Kingston's Frog Splash finisher.
Taste of the Islands. New day.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. But they matter, folks. You remember when Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer wore those New Day unicorn horns and took a knee for George Floyd?
No. That was for Monty Brown.
Yeah. The alpha male Marcus Corvon.
How is that? That's literal racism right there.
Yeah.
They wear a daishiki for George Floyd.
Yeah. Well,
Daishiki's for religious stuff.
Well,
right?
because black people in Minnesota are practically Africans. So Nancy, what do you think Nancy Pelosi thinks George Floyd was closer to, her or an African from any point in time?
Hey.
She probably looks at Elon Musk as a primate.
Oh, wait, we got to do the 10-bell salute for Dianne Feinstein, who died.
Good. I'm glad
Was
she's
she
dead.
Republican or Democrat?
She was Democrat, but she was Jewish.
Did you ever see the video?
Was she he or Brew?
She was a her brew.
Yeah. Well, now she's dead.
There was a video going around about her remember I don't know if you saw this when it came out. It was the teacher brought the students in from it was like a middle school students, and she goes, we need you to vote yes on the Green New Deal. Did you ever see that?
No.
Well, the kids try to rally, sixth graders try to rally and get her to vote yes on the Green New Deal. And she said no to the kids, which I actually really respected her doing that for.
Good.
Because I couldn't stand it, because
I like disappointing the youth no matter what it's for.
just a teacher pushing her agenda on the students. The students don't even know what a Green New Deal is.
Welcome to critical race theory.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, yeah. What is the hubbub with that?
The hubbub?
Yeah, what's the hubbub with critical race
Well, what
theory?
they want to do is and it extends to gender too. What they want to do is say, instead of presuming that there's going to be racial stereotypes, what you should do is not think about that and just get thigh tattoos over and over.
Oh, really?
Because that's what the progressive thing to do is you pierce this part of your ear, that in part, the part that really hurts, so you could show everybody that you've been through physical and emotional pain. And then you get a thigh tattoo, usually of the yin and yang, or not Andrew.
Coexist bumper sticker on
Oh,
your Kia,
coexist is big. Maybe like a leaf.
on your Kia Sorento.
Oh, yeah. Buy fresh, buy local. Yeah. Well, guess what? I buy all my crack from right here in Philadelphia, all right? I do buy fresh and I buy local.
And you support black business, folks.
I go out into I actually have gotten into gardening. I have a few Pfizer plants growing out there. And once they're done, I'm going to smoke it and then get COVID anyway. All right.
Yeah, that's the American dream, folks. It's the Democrat National Party's way they want you to live.
I would love. Actually, I can't. That's you know how you would think Washington D.C. is protected airspace. You might think it's the most protected airspace in the world, seeing as how we spend more on the military than anywhere else, and that's the capital of our country. But we've seen that you're able to fly right into the Pentagon. Not just that, you can do tricks. So who's to say that a plane? People did more shaming about January 6th than they did about the Pentagon getting run into by the cruise missile that Cheney sent.
The cruise missile.
It was well. I mean, yeah. There's no photos of a plane going in.
No.
And they found no seats, no luggage.
Nope.
They landed that plane and killed all the people or paid them off.
We love Larry Silverstein, folks.
Why do you think Family Guy got picked up for the 5th time when it was gone? They said, "Hey, Sethy, want to make a deal?"
Oh man, what I realized about that is I didn't notice this until recently. Until we watched that documentary.
9/11, the new Pearl Harbor, 5 hours of
recommended
brilliance.
by Mark Wellborn.
We'll put it in the bio. We'll put a link to the YouTube. It's on YouTube, all of it.
Tower 6.
7. Yeah.
8. Tower 7 just fell for no reason.
Yeah, at free fall speed evenly.
What was their reason?
Why was 6 afraid of 7? Because Osama bin Laden has weapons of mass destruction.
What was the reasoning for Tower 7 to fall?
Well, because it was insured and Larry had to get his money.
Oh, okay. Is that the reason why?
Because he insured the towers for $3.2 billion.
It's like when you're cracking eggs. And
yeah.
Well,
he went and said that he deserved $3.2 billion 3 times because there were 3 towers that went down.
He did not say that.
Yeah, that's how because he got 4.5.
Oh my God,
it's crazy, and you have to feel bad for the guy because steel melting from the jet fuel that typically couldn't get half as hot as you would need to melt the steel. That happened 3 times to this guy's personal property in one day. Where's God?
He actually argued to get $9 million.
Come on now, bud.
We're back. What's that?
We had a break. We were discussing technical issues. I wish it was more interesting than that. That's what happens when someone a Pfizer shill is which I am actually.
And I talk all this crap about these politicians about, selling out people for money, but if they offer me money, I probably would play the game.
Well, if you said no, they'd kill you.
That's also a good point.
Yeah, they pay the money so they could justify to themselves doing it. They think they're buying your loyalty, but really you have the loyalty because you're scared. If the Clintons told me to do something, I'd be petrified. I would have to do it.
Yeah, and you couldn't escape that relationship.
Honest to God, the Clintons to me now, and this isn't a party thing, George Bush is, well, not Bush, he's stupid, but Cheney, that's like the boogeyman. I would rather see Freddy Krueger than see Dick Cheney out somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
And Freddy Krueger's got better skin.
Dick Cheney.
He's got better skin than Obama,
Dick
too.
Cheney is the picture of evil.
Oh,
He is
my
the
God,
picture-
yeah.
he is
Him and Larry Silverstein, the two of them in cahoots.
W. Bush is like an idiot. I don't think he's as.
Oh, yeah, he's
complacent.
just a dumb. Yeah, he was there. He was reading. They were teaching him how to read in second grade when they went to the, when they said, well, guess what? Yeah, they hit the other one. Yeah, they hit the other one, too.
Sir, that doesn't say Doug. It says Bug, and also Tower 2 just fell. So
Yeah. Could you imagine if 9/11 happened during Clinton? Sir, a second tower said, all right, well, let me finish having sexual intercourse with this underage person.
Hillary would have been on top of that.
Yeah, Hillary works the camera. God, she was so hot when she was
She
young.
was a smoke show.
What'd I do?
She was a smoke. I always thought she was so hot
Yeah.
younger.
Could you imagine being around her, listening to, like, the Eagles one of these nights, smoking reefer,
Oh my god.
sniffing her hair,
Oh my god.
talking about ruling
hair.
the world?
I got hairy legs. Turn blue out in the sun. Come on, man.
Yeah, we're going to become international criminals.
You think he's gonna die before he's a new president?
Joe?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what they're going to do, dude, because people will not take Harris. People will hate Harris. I hate Harris,
Well,
too.
because she's black.
Well, she's a woman.
No, they're just racist.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
They're just racist against Kamala Harris.
It's a shame.
She's
I like her. She was very critical of Biden in the debate. No, I don't like her. I hate her.
I like Tulsi.
Tulsi's she's kind of gotten a little lame for me, though.
She has.
She's gotten a little boomerish, but I
I
like
wanted to
Tulsi.
complain about something. I'm really sorry about this. I hate to interrupt.
It's your show.
Well, it's our show.
Well, that's what I mean. You're one of the hosts. You can do whatever you want.
My grandmother again sends me these videos about these jigs. I can't stand them.
Of who?
These jigaboos.
From Saw?
No, not those
No,
guys.
no,
Not those guys.
No, but they also like to play tricks.
What I mean by that is she sends me these videos of these like black conservative guys, which I am one of. I am a black conservative, and she'll send me these videos of these black dudes that are like rapping for.
Oh, I love
for
those guys.
Trump.
Yeah.
You like that?
I love that stuff, yeah.
Oh, it's horrible. I think it's horrible.
It's better than open mics.
Oh, the laptop better. That's better than open mics. But like these freaking, I see. It's like, oh man, like they do these raps. There's no bigger like pick me shit than like rapping for a presidential candidate.
Yeah, it's
It's
lame.
pathetic.
It's really lame. I mean, why do any creative endeavor at all?
And it's all
Why go for a walk in the park when you can just pop a pill? Kramer. It's a Kramer line.
I saw Snoop Dogg posted this thing about like, I mean, I don't know why y'all gonna vote for Trump. You don't give a fuck about you. You shouldn't be voting for Trump, man. And it's like, wow, another level-headed take by everyday man Snoop Dogg.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. It's better than Dr. Dre doing it as his daughter begs for change with a tin can.
True.
Living in a car.
Yeah, did you see it? And everyone's. I forgot when he almost.
He had like an aneurysm. All he does is rap about beating women and doing drugs and killing people. Who gives a shit if
And he sells
dies?
overpriced headphones.
But
Don't
Nipsey Hussle, folks.
You can say whatever.
Well,
you
he
want.
couldn't outrun the Grim Reaper, so he didn't hustle.
I don't know. I didn't know one song by Nipsey Hussle.
I didn't know we would hustle, loyalty, respect.
The one
folks.
song I know from Nipsey Hussle is the "Fuck Donald Trump" song. That was him.
Don't they have? Oh no, that's Gnarls Barkley.
Oh,
Yeah, I like.
we love Gnarls.
Nipsey Hussle's got nothing on CeeLo Green. I
love CeeLo Green.
I hate his face and how he looks.
Oh, so do I. He's not
But he
appealing
wears
at all.
sunglasses. I like that. But
He looks like Black Majin Buu. You know Majin Buu?
oh yeah.
Okay. We
Oh,
got some.
anime bulls be wildin'.
Hidden will be
Oh,
wild.
Brandon Combs, get a life. Our friend, he's saying,
Hey, yo.
he's one of those. He's that flavor of giant black man who wears Bass Pro Shop hats and loves anime, aka gay. No, we love him. He's voting for Trump too. But
Yes, he is, folks.
now Ryan. But I think
Why's your last name Combs? You don't have any hair. I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
he just tries to be as offensive as possible. That's what I like about him.
I love Combs. He was. We watched.
I like to hit fat women.
We saw his funniest.
His Philly's funniest set was probably the most anti-woman set I've seen at Helium ever.
Yeah, I saw Uncle Tone was there. No,
Uncle Tone.
No, it was
It's a comic
T.
as well.
Pablo was there.
T. Pablo, yeah.
And he was
Fellas call him Pablo.
Pablo.
P.
Pablo.
Yeah.
Pablo was saying, "Yo, I think you like ran the light," and Combs is all stressed about not advancing because he ran the light. He opens. I like to manipulate women. not fat bitches with tattoos. A third of the crowd was fat women with tattoos when he said that.
I know. I like to manipulate women. Oh, yeah, and I like to play Guitar Hero on easy mode. I like to play against. I'm Alabama football. I'm playing Austin P.
In very easy mode practice.
Yeah. We're gonna run a scrimmage against a local high school team. I manipulated a woman the other day. I did that thing where you put your thumb on your other thumb and pretend to separate it and put it back, and the bitch was mesmerized. At a stop sign, I did that. She was just walking.
God.
Her dog ran away. She lost the leash. She was. It was. She went full Biden. So what time are we at?
We're at 57:19.
Oh my goodness. What should we got to think of a good last segment for when we're wrapping up?
You want me to pause so we can think of one?
No. We'll do it on the fly. We're improvisational. Did you ever see The Greatest Showman?
I haven't seen that.
Oh man, they say the word spooks in it. I yelled in the theater.
Yeah?
I went ooh! And Halloween already.
I just saw the Ninja Turtles movie with Marco for Saturday.
I didn't even know there was one.
Yeah, this part's gonna get censored, but I'm gonna say it anyway.
Why?
Well,
don't censor this part. Leave it out. You can insult those turtles, those green.
I'm not insulting the turtles. So I'll explain. This is not gonna be put on the podcast. I'm gonna tell it to you now because we're friends.
No, you gotta tell me it later. Then we're podding. You gotta put it on.
All right, fine. All right.
No, leave it on.
No, say something else. I'm not gonna say it then.
All right, what is it? No, I don't want to hear it now. You gotta say it. Say it with your chest out, bull.
So they already look like turtles.
Well, I think there's some symbolism there in that they said, well, listen, we're not having him date Amy Adams. We're not having Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah,
no.
It's another case of the Hollywood bullshit where it's like
give him Viola Davis,
April O'Neil,
that moose.
April O'Neil, the entire time, like the entire series of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, I don't know the lead. I don't know the heroine's name in the movie.
She's always been white with red hair.
Giobbe's the heroine's name. Go, but no, it's a friend, a local heroine. No.
The April O'Neil character has always been white with red hair.
Yeah.
And now in 2023,
I'd trade that for Hot Aunt May.
A black woman with red hair.
I'm fine with that. Give us Hot Aunt May.
Who's
from
Aunt
Spider-Man.
May? Oh, of course.
Marissa Tomei has a thing for short, stocky, bald
She was
men.
hot in that Spider-Man movie. She was very hot.
Yeah, especially when she died. I'd like to get her at the morgue.
That body's cold, but that face is hot, folks.
That happened to Marilyn Monroe's corpse after the Kennedys killed her.
What happened?
Her body went missing in the morgue for a few hours. And I know from that Elton John song that she was found in the nude. But they take their clothes off at the morgue anyway.
She was missing in the morgue for hours?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I know, lucky.
I didn't know that.
No, she's lucky that she's dead. She doesn't have to face this world anymore. She didn't have to see us dropping.
Oh, come on.
What? Napalm on kids in Vietnam. But guess what? Once you suck off two Kennedys, they were the Clintons of their day.
They were better than the Clintons.
Oh, yeah, they didn't like the CIA. Listen, their reign's not over. RFK Jr.
Yeah.
RFK Jr. sounds like he's speaking from the bunker with DeMar.
He has the worst. Oh, the vaccines are actually not good for you. They're not good. That'd be a terrible debate, him and Trump.
Yeah, they're not good. Hey, your father was f***ing women while he was having you. Okay? Your father was going out and screwing every woman around.
Let's not talk about that and focus on Fauci ruining the vaccines for people. It's like,
I'd like to see Fauci dragged behind an 18-wheeler.
He's in my... Okay.
He killed Tim Wakefield. Tim Wakefield, knuckleball pitcher from the Red Sox, has to be the
When did he die?
This weekend.
Oh, wow.
57.
Young.
Yeah, well, I think it was heart problems.
Oh.
Yo, I know this bull named myocarditis.
Who is your top 5 most hated celebrities? I got to think of this, too.
Zendaya.
She's your top 5 most hated?
She's my least favorite, popular one now. Yeah,
really?
I hate Zendaya. Hate her.
Okay.
And that's a racial thing.
Why is that?
She's light-skinned.
Well, how come you hate her because of a racial thing? Just because she's light-skinned, you hate her?
Well, yeah, race mixing's wrong.
There's worse light-skins than Jamel Hill light-skinned?
No, Jamel Hill.
It's black as night,
Jamel
folks.
Hill is the outside of the Twix, baby, okay? She's, Jamel Hill She's probably snorting Chadwick Boseman's ashes right now. She thinks she's Malcolm X because she just calls everybody a racist. She's like that moron Ben Shapiro who hates identity politics. You bet everyone who doesn't
This whole
like
identity is politics.
everybody who doesn't like him is
anti-Semitic,
Yeah.
which is true, Ben. And
everybody's anti-Semitic. Maybe Ben. No.
watch any documentary.
As if Ben needs other reasons for people to hate him. He's got Asian eyes and one of the most punchable faces.
Okay.
And I can say that I'm an
trying
Asian.
to put together my list. Do you have anybody else besides Zendaya in your top 5?
Let's see. Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep, really?
Yeah, it's time for her to.
Okay.
Kramer versus Kramer. Guess what? I like Cosmo better, brother. Who else? The women Jerry Seinfeld that got older than 40. How the nerve of them. No, I hate that. What's that woman from Lady Bird? Saoirse Ronan or whatever the hell her name
Who's that? I never even heard of that.
She was in that. She's just she looks like every average stupid woman. Like that's why she's popular because she looks like the type of woman who has little tattoos.
Okay.
You know the little
yeah.
tattoo. I got this. It was from a generic thing. It was $40.
Yep.
Where'd you get it? Well, I got it in this little bungalow from a guy with no teeth. But he had a trans flag up, so it was all right. I would rather get a hepatitis tattoo from an ally than a regular tattoo from someone who doesn't acknowledge my beliefs at the
Michael
moment.
Rappaport's on my list.
Michael
Most hated
Rappaport
people.
sucks.
He is a fucking snake. I fucking hate Michael Rappaport.
What do you do?
He's just such a piece of shit.
I agree. I'm not a negative guy. I want to talk about my favorite actors.
Okay.
Mel Gibson. I've always respected Mel. Charlie Sheen, Carlos Estevez. I've always been a fan of his.
Gina Carano.
Gina Carano's fantastic.
I love Gina Carano.
She's a great woman. Who else? Scott Bakula. He's
Randy Quaid.
Oh, Randy Quaid is a visionary. He's an American hero. You saw what he did to remember when those the Mongolians and he flew the plane into the urethra of the ship, and he went insane. He thought the government was chasing him.
Yeah, he had Twitter, some really funny Twitter stuff.
Yeah, I like Randy Quaid. Hello, boys. I'm back. Oh my God. Oh, turn him off. This is sad.
He just tweeted today. Oh, you love this. To all the blacks that matter.
That's us, baby.
To all the
right
blacks that
here.
matter, and to those who don't, you matter to me.
Woo! Randy Quaid in Independence Day 2023. I'm not flying up there for a stolen presidency. No, Randy Quaid 2023. Flying up there in his pronoun vaccination ship. Hello, they, thems. I'm black.
Oh, you got to follow. This is completely like you on Twitter.
On X?
On X.
Yeah.
X. They call it X. It's his birthday yesterday, and he posted a picture. It's him and a cake. Caption, 1 year closer to death. Biden is letting in a militia of military-age males that he will arm against the extreme MAGA movement. We should take his crazy MAGA statements and border actions at face value. Brandon is a Trojan horse in America.
Dark Brandon.
Oh, my God. Well, we got to save the Randy. I guess we reached our time. I mean, we got...
You can't top Randy Quaid anyway. I don't mind if we go 3 hours, but Randy Quaid... I mean, it's the end of the movie. He flies it in. Now it's just time for Will Smith to go smoke a cigar and fuck that black woman.
What movie are you referencing? I didn't
Independence Day.
I got to watch that.
Oh. Yeah, well, I've only been going on about it for like 20 minutes.
I'm sorry.
No, I mean, I feel bad now that you didn't know it. Yeah, it's Independence Day. Basically what happens is aliens come.
Yeah.
That's it. And then there's a sequel with a fucking woman president.
Oh,
I could have walked out.
He's a great thing.
I could have walked out of that theater.
We got to find this. The great George has
Costanza?
Twitter. No, my father George.
Oh.
I got to find it. Great Twitter account by him. Follow him at CoolCade71. All K's. All K's, folks.
Nah, and then once you follow my dad, you gotta check out my cousin. He got a mixtape.
Sorry, no, it's
Yo, he be listening to the soul. He be doing some Teddy Pendergrass. He bury right up the road.
He has 4 Twitter accounts. This one is from 2020. He retweeted a video of Herschel Walker.
Oh, a hero.
And he responds, "Preach."
I like Herschel Walker. I like his son, Christian.
Something happened in New York.
Is that his name, Christian?
Christian Walker. Yes. Oh,
the wide receiver
Christian
from the
Walker
Packers.
is the second best gay person I know behind Joe G.
Fantastic, man. And he doesn't take no shit.
Not at all.
Which is double negative, meaning he takes shit. So he takes.
He gets his shit pushed.
And he'll push back.
Oh, he'll push back, folks.
Narayan. All right, I think that's a good place to call it. This has been the Sick Ghouls. We love Lakshmi. Yes, we do. Narayan.
Yes, we do, folks.
Can't wait to vote for Dr. Oz. Your father tweeted that. My God, that's great.
Yep. Shout out to my dad's Twitters. Thank you for watching.
Shout out to
We
Mehmet
are on
Oz.
Instagram. We are on YouTube. And we are on Patreon. We're just charging $5 a month for the Patreon for general support. If you have any ideas, let us know.
We got to get video going, even if it's just for small segments.
I know. I got to get it. Shut up, Lakshmi. And we love Lakshmi.
Look, if I could give you my spot, I would.
Okay, thank you.